cats. How's that song go? Do 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 do. And it's like, love cats. Na 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 na. And it's meow. Like that.
That's right, Claire.
This is the Clare Show. Hey kids, we're gonna read our dinosaur book in Dinosaur Land, and this is the dinosaur wall, and I've got my dinosaur hair on, and we're gonna have a swell time in prehistoria, or prehysteria. I guess you could go either way. It's gonna be a good time. So gather round and stegosaurify yourselves. I know, we could bring our friends along. Hello. Okay, and let's read 1984. Because the dinosaur show isn't really a dinosaur show at all. It's just a ploy to get children interested in fascism and the dangers of it.
Tell us about dinosaurs.
Yeah, tell us about dinosaurs.
Well, there aren't any dinosaurs in this, but we could pretend there were dinosaurs instead of humans. How does that sound? I know! Dinosaurs and everything sounds good. Yay! All right. So, let us begin.
Okay.
1984 by George Orwell. It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. Winston Smith, his chin nuzzled into his breast in an effort to escape the vile wind, slipped quickly through the glass doors of Victory Mansions, though not quickly enough to prevent a swirl of gritty dust from entering along with him. The hallway smelt of boiled cabbage and old rag mats. At one end of it, a colored poster, too large for indoor display, had been tacked to the wall. It depicted simply an enormous face, more than a meter wide. The face of a man of about 45, with a heavy black mustache and ruggedly handsome features.
I'm not hearing a lot about dinosaurs.
Yeah, where are the dinosaurs?
Well, the poster was actually of a dinosaur, not of a man.
Oh.
A dinosaur with a heavy black
dinosaur?
mustache.
Yeah, what kind?
A Tyrannosaurus Rex, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and yay!
I like tyranny.
Winston, the dinosaur, he was a brontosaurus actually, because they're the most friendly of all,
I don't believe you.
made for the stairs. It was no use trying the lift. That means elevator in British. Even at the best of times, it was seldom working, and at present the electric current was cut off during daylight hours. It was part of the economy drive and preparation for Hate Week. The flat was 7 flights up. A flat is British for apartment.
Oh?
Yes, dinosaurs need apartments. And Winston, who was 39 and had a varicose ulcer above his right dinosaur ankle, went slowly, resting several dinosaur times on the way. On each landing opposite the lift shaft, the poster with the enormous Tyrannosaurus Rex face gazed from the wall. It was one of those pictures which are so contrived that the eyes follow you about when you move. "Big Brother is watching you," the caption beneath it ran. Inside the flat, a fruity voice was reading out a list of figures which had something to do with the production of pig iron. The voice came from an oblong metal plaque like a dulled mirror, which formed part of the surface of the right-hand wall. Winston turned a switch, and the voice sank somewhat, though the words were still distinguishable. The instrument, the telescreen it was called, could be dimmed, but there was no way of shutting it off completely. He moved over to the window, a smallish, frail figure, perhaps one of those egg stealers. What are those called?
Is it Calamine?
It was a velociraptor.
Suchomimus?
No, it's
Sure.
Oviraptor.
Suchomimus. The meagerness of his body merely emphasized by the blue overalls which were the uniform of the party. His hair was very fair, his face naturally sanguine, his skin roughened by coarse soap and blunt razor blades, and the cold of the winter that had just ended. Outside, even through the shut window pane, the world looked cold. Down in the street, little eddies of wind were whirling dust and torn paper into spirals, and though the sun was shining and the sky a harsh blue, there seemed to be no color in anything, except the posters that were plastered everywhere. The black mustachioed face gazed down from every commanding corner. There was one on the house front immediately opposite. "Big Brother is watching you," the caption said, while the dark eyes looked deep into Winston's own. Down at street level, another poster, torn at one corner, flapped fitfully in the wind, alternately covering and uncovering the single word Ingesok. In the far distance, a helicopter...
Just sing a song.
I'm not sure. I think it could be an anagram, which is something like... It's when a series of letters stand for something, such as IBM stands for Internal Business Machines or something like that. So INGSOC could stand for Independent Nanograms Gathering Styrofoam Orcas Cordially.
That makes sense.
I know. In the far distance, a helicopter skimmed down between the roofs, hovering for an instant like a blue bottle, and suddenly darting away again with a curving flight. It was the police patrol, snooping into people's windows. The patrols did not matter, however. Only the thought police mattered. Are you intrigued, little bird? I know. It's a very intriguing story. But unfortunately, children, we're going to have to wait till next week to continue our adventures in 1984 Dinosaur World.